to be a much happier person. I lost my soul. Yeah, Michelle's laughter is very, very contagious.
Laugh, smile. A lot of people YOLO one. Today not happy, today tender.
So if you want to go and take a break, I will support you for a while.
Hi everyone, I'm Michelle.
I am Rachel, and this is
ROD.
Realtors of Duty, where we talk about everything under the sun except
Property.
So in the previous episode, we talked a bit about Chinese New Year. Now, during Chinese New Year, there's one thing that I'm really very scared when people ask me about my job.
Okay.
Because I transited from a corporate job to being a realtor, being a barista, being a freelancer. Basically, a job that has no stable income.
Why?
So actually what happened was, right, I was very scared to tell people during Chinese New Year gatherings, especially people I'm not too close, is that I actually quit without a job. So back then when I was in a corporate setting, I was really struggling at work in terms of my mental health. Like I felt like everything was too much for me.
Okay.
I tried to find another job, but it also doesn't really seem to fit right with me. So after some time, I just decided to, throw the letter.
Without any backup plan?
Yeah. So I did tell my ex-boss that actually I'm going to quit.
Okay. So you quit without any backup jobs or anything like this. You just quit.
Correct.
Okay. This is something that I cannot understand. Okay. Then after you quit, what do you do?
So after I quit, I planned 3 months of holidays. So I went to different parts of the world.
Wow.
Like Japan, like China, like Southeast Asia. Where else did I go to?
But I assume all these are based on your own savings.
Correct. Those are my own savings.
Okay.
And of course, also in a way, I was kind of entrenched. So I do have a little bit of money, spare cash to spend on traveling. Yeah.
But have you not thought of what happens after you finish your holiday and you still don't have a job?
Okay, I did think about it, but I don't think I went too in-depth about it. So I did, because during my stay at my corporate job, I went to take the real estate exam. It's just that I didn't think that I would pass because there were a lot of people saying that it's very difficult and things like that. Then during my exam, I also find it very, very difficult. So I also thought I failed already. So I was like, you know what? Might as well I just continue, go for my holiday. Then when the exam comes, I go and take the exam. Then when I pass, I'll be a realtor. But if I don't pass, then maybe after 6 months to 1 year, then I can go and find another job.
Then in between this period of time, where are you going to get the money from?
Really pretty much on my own savings. Then after that, I do think about doing a bit of part-time here and there, as well as freelance, just to, in a way, cover my daily expenses, but at the same time, pursue something that I might be interested in.
Like?
For example, making coffee.
Okay, that explains barista.
Yeah, so actually, I have a lot of hobbies. I have a lot of interests that I always wanted to do. But I feel like, working 9 to 5 plus the OT, etc., doesn't really give you the extra mental bandwidth to go and explore things that you like to do.
I think this is where the generation gap is.
Okay. Why?
Okay, because back then when I was younger, when we were to change a job, from one job to another job, we will usually make sure that there's a backup first. When I meant backup, it simply means a backup job. That means I'm already prepared that I have a job in another role in another company before I tender.
Like you already got an offer on hand.
Yes, correct. Then we will actually tender the resignation letter. So it's not immediately like, today I'm not happy. Just tell my boss, hey, I want to leave. Even no matter how upset I am with that company, you will
still bite it on.
Yeah, I'll still bite it on. I will look for other jobs while I'm still in that company. And then when it's confirmed already, I sign the letter of confirmation. Then I will send the resignation letter. So I cannot understand how is it that y'all can do it without a letter offer on hand. I can't because maybe it could be because from our parents' generation, right? We are always being told to secure a job so that we can have money, income to pay for our bills and stuff. As much as we stay with our parents, we don't have much bills to pay, but still we need to ensure that we have a job, a stable job on hand. That's why sometimes it amazes me how your generation can just, Rachel's generation, that can just quit and just
A
travel.
holiday.
Yeah. I mean, we did not have that before. And yeah, I cannot understand that. Maybe that's where the generation gap starts to be more prominent in that sense.
And especially also, I think traveling is kind of a luxury to many people as well. So being able to travel is really a luxury, and to travel like almost for 3 months consecutively, definitely a lot of people, they ask me like, huh, you travel for 3 months straight?
Right. It's not easy, especially I think during our time, not to travel for 3 months, no income. People be like, wow, you sure not? Because all the expenses are not cheap.
Correct.
So, but then again, if you think back, I think this kind of thing you can only do it when you don't have any bills to pay lah.
Or you don't have any like kids, that kind of thing.
No commitments.
No commitments. Correct.
Yeah, correct.
So actually, when I told my mom, so way before I didn't have a job or like went to fun employment, I did ask my family about it.
Wait, what is that thing called again?
Fun employment.
Oh, okay. I learned a new term today. Fun employment. Okay. This is what, Gen Z?
Good question. Actually, I don't know which is that. Is it a millennial or Gen Z?
Okay. Yeah, you let us know.
Maybe you can let me know. Yeah.
Fun
So
employment. Okay.
when I decided to want to go into fun employment, I did ask my mom, my relatives, my close relatives, of course, like, I'm thinking of going without a job for a while, thinking of taking a break. Then obviously they were a bit like, huh, why? But after a while, I think my mom was very, very supportive.
Oh, that's nice.
So I think she did see that I was struggling quite a bit at work. Like, I used to be a much happier person, but because of work, she could see that I look very drained. Like, I lost my soul, every day I come back, I'm very sad.
Yeah lah. You think every day with me like that, laugh, smile, laugh, smile.
Yeah, Michelle's laughter is very, very contagious sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. So even when I smile in front of my mom, sometimes she can see that, behind the smile, it seems like a lot of struggles going on.
Yeah, especially with her skin, like so pale like that. So when suddenly one day she'll just faint in front of you that time.
Maybe that's what my mother thought.
Yeah.
So she was very, very supportive. And in the end, she was like, girl, if you want to go and take a break, go and take a break.
Well, I think
if
you're very
really no
supportive,
money, I will support you for a while. She said that to me.
So sweet.
My mom said,
okay.
I tell you, I really wanted to cry that moment.
But I think this can only happen at your generation at most, because as the younger generations, right, as the age gap between the mom, the parents, and the kids get bigger. It's really harder for parents to support the kids like this already. Because like some of my cousins, right, the age between the kid and themselves is like 40. So imagine if, let's say, you're 25 now, your mom or your parents are already 65. They're at their retirement age. If let's say their CPF every month they can take out like $5,000 that kind. I think it's not an issue. With their HDB fully paid or private fully paid, it's not an issue. But if they are not, okay, and they have some other commitments, then I don't think you have the luxury to do that. Unless you strike 40 or Toto.
Actually, Michelle, do you have any close friends that have ever gone into this kind of like career switches or career breaks or fun employment before?
Not that I know of that. Not at my generation. Like I say, for our generation, because we are in between the boomers and Gen Y, Gen Z, that kind, right? So it's more of like we still have their traditional mindset in the sense that we need to have a backup plan. But yet we want to travel. So usually, right, we will use all our leave and off days for holidays.
That makes sense a lot.
Yeah, but we will not, it's very rare for us to do a career switch without a backup plan. Very rare. Usually, we will, most probably, we already sign a letter of offer and we will delay 1 month. So that 1 month we will take a break. But we will not switch without any backup plan. Very rare for us to do that. Yeah.
Especially, I think, for us, because our parents really emphasize the importance of having a degree. And then they really push us to go and study, get a degree. And some for me, I study in more of the engineering and a bit of computer related degree. So like, especially now in this kind of era, I think computer engineering does earn quite a bit. In fact, I do earn quite a stable, good income in my corporate job. So from turning that into suddenly no job, I think most parents or the older generation is something they cannot accept.
It's not that we can't accept, it's more of, I think speaking for the parents, I think it's more that we cannot understand the mentality.
Now why cannot just bite and just move
in our parents' era, it's more of like, it's okay, just bite it, and then just get past it, get through it, as long as you get money, income, it's fine. But for now, I realize a lot of people YOLO one it. Today not happy, today tender. Like I can have I know of some people whereby younger generations today have job, tomorrow day I go and quit already. I ask, so are you going to have another which job are you going for, or which company you're going to? I don't know yet.
Okay, I think currently I don't know about others, maybe for myself and maybe some of the people like me. I think why we did this, right, is also because we prioritize our mental health.
True.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not saying that the older generation don't prioritize it. Maybe I'm weaker, I don't know. But yeah, for me, I've reached a point whereby I've been very burnt out. Like I'm really dragging my feet to work sometimes. Like I don't really look forward to work anymore. And I don't see the point in that because I want to be happy.
That's the difference. Because in like I can speak more for the older generations because I'm closer to them, as in their age. 60. So what happens is, back in the era, right, if you don't work hard, you don't get paid well, or rather you can be easily replaced. Okay. Because it's easier to change a new employee than to retain the current one. It's easier to them. So to them, it's harder to find jobs because you have more people than jobs available.
That's true.
So for them, right, they have to work harder in order to maintain or keep that job. So it's been embedded in them that, it's not easy to get a job. So if you get a job that is good, that is stable, regardless of how bad, or how torturous it is to go to work every day, you still do it because for the sake of the family. Not to forget that they married young. So they marry young, they have liabilities, they have a lot of responsibilities to take care of. That's why to them, all this kind of thing, just look past it and just earn that money and go home. Happiness is not within their capacity.
I think talking about that, because of commitments, right? It's possibly because of that. That's why a lot of people is like, they will ask me like, how you're not scared that you have to start from scratch again, man? Because technically you had a good job and everything, but you come out, maybe go and be a real estate agent, you start from zero again. Or be a barista, your income, everything is really from scratch. You have to build out everything again from yourself. And what if it doesn't work out well? So there's a lot of fear that they have for me as well, which I totally understand. And I also have that fear, to be honest.
I think if let's say you're still young, you have no commitments, it's fine. But this question comes in. What happens if you're married with kids? Then will you still dare to take this step out? Will you still want to change a job without a backup plan? Will you still have this kind of like, you don't have to think about the responsibility and just, okay, I want to quit today, I quit. Then
YOLO.
YOLO, then maybe 1-2 months later, then I'll go and look for a job. Will you still have that kind of impulse to do that?
For me, I won't lah. Yeah, because I have a kid. I'm responsible for raising up my kid. Right? Imagine I have no job, then my savings is not enough. Because raising a kid is very expensive, right? Yeah, I don't think I would dare to do that. But right, I also do know that a lot of younger generation nowadays, they like to be things. DINK.
Oh, I'm learning another new term, okay?
Okay, so Michelle, and to everyone here. So DINK stands for dual income, no kids. So means to say couples,
okay,
they get together, married, but they don't have kids.
Okay, I hear of this, like I know of couples, they buy big houses. I thought that I thought that they buy big houses with more rooms so that they plan for future to have kids. But then they will suddenly tell us that no, we don't intend to have kids.
Then they will hack their rooms, make it big.
Then my jaws drop a bit. And I'm like, huh? You buy such a big house but you don't have kids. Then you buy such a big house for? Or this is walk-in wardrobe. This one is our workstation. I'm like, okay. Yeah. But I cannot understand that mentality. Come, enlighten me a bit. Your generation one.
Okay, I haven't really decided whether I want kids or not. But I do know that one thing that is a very, very big concern is kids are very, very expensive.
But kids are very cute.
But also can be very annoying and very difficult to handle. Okay, think of it this way. I can't even take care of myself. You may take care of kids.
Can I just, we'll be a little bit off topic, but I really want to say this. I feel that kids are not difficult to teach. Or rather, yes, they might be. It depends on character. But I feel that what kind of kids you want to have, it really depends on
the upbringing.
Yes, upbringing matters a lot. Example, like, there are some kids, I also cannot, it's like, whatever they want, grandma, grandpa give. Why? Because they only have one. In the past, the older generation, they don't care, right? Why? Because they have 10 kids. Then 10 kids have 10 grandchildren, that kind of thing. Too many. But now you might only have one son and one grandchild. So they give all their love, everything to that one grandchild. So with that, right, then, it's the kids are very used to having everything. Then that's where their mentality and their character are being formed. And
fair point. I do agree with Michelle on that. But I also want to say, but in society today, everything is so expensive. It's very difficult for maybe just a single parent to work, It's most likely you need both parents to go out and work and bring in the income. But if both parents go out and work, there's nobody at home to take care of the kid. In the end, the kid will have to bring to either, the grandparents or whoever. And that's how sometimes you cannot really change a lot of things. You cannot really be in control.
Can I add one more thing?
Go ahead.
Okay. I have kids myself. So what happens is, a lot of people telling me that kids are very expensive. I would say they are expensive in what way? When you want to give them the best.
But then every parent wants to give their best.
No. Sometimes you can find, okay, because I have 2 kids. So one, I send them to the very expensive childcare, which back then cost about 2,000 per month for his education preschool. The other one, I send him to a preschool that is monthly $400.
Okay.
But the teachings are almost the same. Maybe a slight difference here and there. Maybe the quality of the playground is better. Maybe the quality of the books are better. Yeah.
How about the service or
if you ask me, I think it really depends on individual teachers and principals. So it's not about the brand anymore. It's really about the teachers and the principal. So I feel that it's really, kids are not expensive. I wouldn't exactly say not expensive.
Let's not talk about how about the basic necessities like knife and play powder, diapers. Actually, all these are very expensive also. We don't talk about going JB to buy lah.
No. In Singapore, okay, again, it really depends on what you want to give them. If you want to give them the best of the best, then yes, it's expensive. But if you want to give them just the necessary stuff, it's actually doable.
Okay.
But then again, sometimes back then, because usually first child, right, you will like power that, everything you want to give them the best. Then when you're the second one, right, you do a comparison. Actually, they don't know what is the difference.
They don't know what's first and what's second.
Correct. So, and they don't know what is the difference between a good one and a not so good one. As long as they can use it, it's perfectly fine. So I feel that, they say kids are very expensive. I really think it's a matter of what you want to give them. So I met a family whereby they have 4 kids. Okay, husband and wife, only husband working. And the whole family still can get by. With a car and a motorbike. And the family still can get by. So I think it's doable.
Okay, then I throw you another question.
Yes.
Okay, what if the question is more of, I hate kids?
And then this
Because
one
I
bo pian lah.
really have friends, they see kids, or they're like devils.
Then this one bo pian lah. This one then
But
then
it's
you just
increasingly more and more, you know. Like, I don't think I hear older generation
no.
say they don't like kids.
You see,
so it's much.
that's the thing.
Mm.
That's the thing. It's because, like I say, upbringing. So imagine you're someone who keeps seeing all these kind of kids around you. Then naturally you won't want to have kids already.
Okay, but the thing is, what if it's not just around you? Like, you go outside to shopping malls.
Same more. So this is the problem with our strawberry generation. Now they call it the durian generation.
Oh, is it?
Oh, you never heard of? Oh,
No.
wow. Okay.
Something that Michelle knows and I don't know.
They call it the durian generation. So outside, right, they keep like poking you. But actually inside is very soft one.
Okay.
Yeah. Something along that line. That's what I heard.
Okay.
I don't know, is it correct? Please comment if I'm wrong, let me know. Okay. Because that's what I understand. Because that time it's called strawberry generation, you have to be inside the cube to the incubator to grow, right? So now become the durian generation.
Okay. I will go and Google more about that.
Yeah. So my two kids, right, since 3 years old, they carry their own bags. Yeah. So when we go out, very simple, they'll carry their own bags. Whatever they need is inside their own bag. They are responsible for their own things. Yeah. So if it's my mom who bring them, then they will have to carry, my mom will be the one carrying for them. I'll look at her, no. They have to carry themselves. So I think this is an upbringing. Yeah.
Okay,
correct.
Do you think kids in general, maybe not applicable to just you or people around you, but in general, do you think it's more of a desire or it's more of an expectation? So for example, people
very hard
get
to answer.
kids because their parents want them to, 传宗接代.
Okay, I would say for me, it's a desire because I love kids. Okay, but there are some whereby it's expectation because like say 传宗接代. Okay, but there are some it's accidental.
Oh,
then how?
That's right.
All right. So
shotgun babies.
Yeah. So you know it's at the end of the day, I think some certain things are fated lah. There are some that they tell me they try to prevent it, all kinds of preventive measures, but at the end they still kena. Then how? But then it's sometimes it's fatal. You get what I mean? So
which brings me to a topic which I want to talk about it another day. Which is abortion. But another day.
Yeah, we will talk about this another day lah. So I cannot understand the mentality mindset of the younger generations nowadays. Sometimes that's why sometimes although I'm not 60, but I will keep saying that I'm 60 because I cannot understand. I try to understand mindset, but I cannot. Example, YOLO. How you want to YOLO when you have so much responsibility? Right?
Just don't care.
I can't, I mean, maybe because we are in between, we are the sandwich generation in that sense. So we still have there are certain responsibilities that are being embedded in us. So it's very hard for us to just don't care, travel. It's not so easy,
Okay, but I would say I'm quite lucky because I have I won't say just financially support, but also support from my family because if not from my family, I think I would find it very difficult to just...
Very fortunate.
Yeah.
Very fortunate. Because I think if I were to travel for 3 months, I think I'm being slapped left, up, right, down. Because I stay with my parents. Back then when I was younger. Naturally, I think most of our generation, we stay with our parents. We don't move out unless we are getting married or after 35 years old or 40 years old. So with that, we are still within our parents' crutches. So we have control by them.
Michelle, do you also realize that nowadays a lot of younger generations, right? They like to not getting married yet. They like to move out, rent a place by themselves.
Yes, I do realize that. I can understand from their point of view. Do you know people like that?
No, not yet, but they do want to.
Okay. So what happens is I can understand from their point of view. Can I share?
Go ahead.
Okay. Must ask first.
Aiyo, so Michelle becomes suddenly so polite.
Hey, every day myself, my ear. Okay, just joking.
Not me.
So anyway, so I can understand from that point of view because I do have clients whereby during COVID times, right? Most of the time before COVID, pre-COVID, you work 9 to 5 outside from Monday to Friday. Weekends you will go out. So usually your stay home time is only within like say that 4 or 5 hours a day. Because other than that you'll be sleeping, ma.
Yep.
So your interaction with your parents is only that much.
That's true.
Okay. But during COVID times, you are being locked within the same household, within the same room. And that's where things get messy.
Suddenly no privacy, right?
Correct. You will have to face everyone 24/7. Okay. You have to work at home. Correct. You need a quiet place. So imagine if you're staying in a 4-room flat, 4-room HDB, only 3 rooms, right? You have your parents, then you have yourself and another sibling. Each one have your own room. Okay. Then you have to sleep in that room. You have to do your work in that room. Then that time, what is damn popular?
What is very popular?
Yeah. What usually your mode of working?
Zoom.
Yes. So imagine you're on a Zoom call and everyone start talking .
Okay. But then you can just close the door, ma.
You think close the door will solve the issue? Yeah, you can use earpiece but then when you talk, or maybe when you're talking, then maybe your sibling on the other room is talking. Then 2 parents, right? If both are working, one in the room, one in the living room, then talk. Then imagine your lunchtime or all your small little habits this one not clean that one not clean then the parents will start.
I see. Okay, fair point. Because
So,
especially if you're cooped up in an area, right? It
Mm.
also affects your mental health.
Correct. So what happened was back then, just nice I have a client. Okay. She actually moved out during that period of time because she had another 2 more siblings and they really it's very chaotic. So it was very chaotic during that period of time. That's why she actually moved out and she find peace.
Okay.
Yeah, so she can, and then she don't have to worry about the parents saying this and that, like, hey, why you never do this? Why this place is so untidy? That kind of thing. So that's one of the reasons why I think younger generations are moving out to stay on their own. Correct.
But what about, currently, I think maybe slightly after COVID, I could understand because most of them still do work from home. But I think now most of
Have to go back to
I have to go back to work. But why people still going back? I feel like because renting outside actually not cheap. I mean, as realtors, we also don't know the market price. I was like, why don't you just save the money and
like you say
a bit more, and then get a house yourself?
Can I just sum this out with one word?
Okay.
YOLO.
You only live once, just
because like I say our generation, we stay with our parents. So a lot of things we are still governed by them because we are under their roof. Correct. But once you make the decision to move out, basically, as long as you pay your rental, if you find a good landlord or co-living company or something, as long as you pay your rental, nobody cares. You don't destroy the house . But other than that, no one cares. What time you want to go home? You want to eat Maggie mee.
Oh, but so expensive though, renting outside. When you could stay at home and then okay, maybe because I'm blessed like my parents, they buy food for me, Although yes sometimes I do know that privacy is a concern. Or sometimes out of nowhere, parents will just come into your door or whatever. I do understand that but I was like, why don't you just don't that for maybe 1 or 2 more years, save up that money. You might be able to afford a small house. Yeah.
That's why I say YOLO lor. Then it brings back to the first topic. Can you all quit without a backup plan? So if let's say you are having a rental, you see, when you stay with your parents, you don't have much liabilities.
Correct.
You can just quit. Okay,
you
house bill, everything,
yeah,
still parents pay . But if you were to move out and then you quit without a backup plan, but you still have bills to pay.
Then your rental of maybe a small place 2,000-3,000 is still a lot of money.
So will you be able to afford that? Then you also, I feel that at the end of the day, it's really, and that's why I cannot understand the mentality . Yeah.
I think now younger generations, we just focus more on ourselves rather than looking at the long term or in the long run.
Yeah, something very interesting. Correct. So, are you going to YOLO?
I mean, I've YOLO'd once. Why not doing it again, right? But Michelle, will you consider to YOLO one day?
Maybe if my kids are old enough, they don't need, they can give me money. Give me money. Yes, I will YOLO. I will sure confirm plus guarantee shop YOLO one. I won't stay with them. I'll YOLO.
Okay.
I don't see a point. I don't like. I mean, I like, let me go, let me fly. You know? Yeah, then I don't have to see them for 2-3 months. That kind of fine.
It'd be nice to go and do YOLO once in a while, right? Like,
you are very fortunate.
I am.
Yeah, because
fortunate.
our generation is very, very rare to do YOLO. You can only do YOLO if you do not have family responsibilities. Okay? You do not have CNY to attend to. No lah. But what I'm saying is YOLO is something that I think everyone wants to, because it's really just take care of yourself, to be yourself, and to have fun on your own. But it's not something that everyone can afford to have. Yeah.
That's true.
So if you can do YOLO, please treasure it, because it's really hard to come by.
And please let us know, like, if you have YOLO doing fun employment, let me know what have you been doing so that maybe I also can go and explore it.
Okay, then maybe I will imagine it, and maybe 20, 30 years down the road, I'll do it also.
Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.